Go. TikTok live. Come up. Why is it not coming up? Are up. Let me just expand the screen a little. Hello, Oliver. How you doing? Hi. I'm not in the screen right now. Play. I want to do the hand for it. Got to play back real quick of the audio to make sure I sound decent. How am I coming out? Good to hear that. About to get started okay. On. I think I sound good enough at least. Holy shit, you're live. Yeah. Hey, Chrissy. Your mic is. Yeah, I'm hearing it. It's because I'm outside. There's probably not going to be a whole lot I can do about that. So it's probably gonna stay all crackly. It's unfortunate, but Queso. Wait, Queso. What was that name? I didn't get to read that name. I just know it was something sus. All right, come on. Where is? I'm trying to adjust the filter. See if there's anything else I can do about it. I don't know. Maybe reduce the suppression level a little bit. Wait, was it up or down? I don't know if that made it any better. Hopefully, I made it a little bit better. Hello, people. How you doing? Oh, there's a lot of people like just popping in real quick. How's it going? All right, we're gonna get started. Well, I was just wondering about you like a week ago. Yeah, it's funny how that sort of thing happens. How's it going, the good guy? How you doing? Ugh. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how that happens. Like I literally have had that happen so many times with like some of my friends, where like I'll be thinking about them, and they'll just randomly hit me up for the first time in months. How did you know you were on my mind? All right, so I got to what's called look at which part we're doing right now. I believe we're gonna start with the hand. We're gonna be working on the hand of what's called of the character. Let me get an image of him on the screen as well, so you guys can see. Um, Come to go set up for your birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Chrissy. All right. I hope you have fun. Let me get a little picture of who we're working on, just so that everybody can see what he looks like. Where'd the picture go? Why can't I see it? It's literally right here. Why can't I? My guy. I'm looking at it on my desktop. For some reason, it's not letting me pull it up. Did I click the wrong type of file? Give me just a moment. We got some stuff right now. We'll work through it. The good guy, number one. Hey, thank you for the follow, the good guy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Ah, here it is. Wait, where'd it go? There it is. Okay. This should work. Image file. There we go. Yeah, that was it. All right. Got a little picture of him up here. And a little picture of him right here. Let's move this a little to the side some more. I am also streaming on Twitch if anyone's interested in checking out over there. For so you can see a little bit more of the camera. Let me actually make that image a little smaller. The screen, since it's not in vertical mode. I want to keep the chat on my phone as well, so I can actually like see the comments rather than having to look all the way over here. Only reason I knew it was you is because the notification said your only. Oh, did it? Yeah, I changed the name, and then I was like, I should probably like at least put my old name in my profile just so that people are aware that who it is. So okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, Chrissy. All right, so I want to get an image real quick of what his hands look like, what his gloves look like. It's very difficult trying to get good sampled like images of him because there's no, as far as I know, there's no real model, like no real model viewer besides like the in-game model that like looks like this, and it just looks so bad. So it's like, it's really difficult to actually. All right, you too, Chrissy, have fun. So it's like really difficult to actually like tell like what his hands have to look like. So I'm just like trying to see like if I can go through any of the pictures and see like something just for some frame of reference. And honestly, like it's probably gonna come down to like maybe this one. I don't know. This might be the best one. What are you crying for, Cleo? What are you doing? You hear her? Come here. Come here, Cleo. Yo, Ethan. Cleo. You wanna help, Cleo? Cleo's gonna help us today. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Goober. Look at her. She's so cute. You can look at other people's art of that character and get a reference. Yeah, so I do have a picture of someone's art. See, the thing is like this version of the character is like pretty old. So there's not really much art of him, but I did find one, but I don't think I'm not sure how good the reference is. I mean, it looks fairly good. Like this is the one I have seen that looks like pretty good. Oh, there's a little bit of glare because I'm outside, but this is a pretty decent reference in my opinion. Um, but so I mean, I was kind of looking at this one a bit, but I just wasn't sure. Like, I was mainly getting most of my references from in-game cutscenes because those were like really the best ones, like the best quality ones I could find. Plus, it gives me a better idea of like the motion, like of like his flexibility and everything with his like his arms and everything, the joints. Um, so that's also partially why I was going through in-game cutscenes as well. Um, but yeah, for the hands, I will probably end up using that picture I just pulled up here. That may be the best one. Also, with that chest piece, I think I need to make it a little bit lower on my chest. I think I have it way too high up. We'll have to see how it looks once I start wearing everything. Okay, so I had just finished the wrists earlier today, and I posted a picture of it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the hands. So, all right, hold on one second. All right. Okay, so for the hands, let's see. So I'm gonna have to. Okay, so for the hands, we're gonna measure like from the so like I'm probably gonna make like close to a square shape, kind of like how I did the end cosplay. Make close to a square shape. Um, have a hole in the side for my thumb, and then have a hole at the top for my fingers. Did my screen just freeze? My phone's not moving. Maybe it was just my phone. I don't know. Okay. So let's see. So then, actually, it may be better to use the actual rather than that one. For at least the height and the width. So let's see. So hold on. So the top point is about there, and then about 4.5 inches. This is gonna be. It's gonna be a little bit closer to 4, but like I said, this is just really a template. The length and width is not going to be perfect regardless because once I use the EVA foam, the thickness of the EVA foam is going to change. It's going to change how wide I have to make these, or how wide I have to make the. How to describe it? Because the paper is a lot thinner than the EVA foam. So like for example, like those wrist pieces that I had made when they go around my arm, they're really thin. So they're already tight. So when I use the EVA foam, I'm going to have to make them like probably like an inch wider, so that it can so it makes up for that thickness of the foam. So I'm not going to be too worried about the actual measurements, more so just getting the templates with the paper. So 4.5 inches, 4.5 inches long, and then let's see, the widest point is this way. About 4 inches wide, 4.5 inches long. Okay, so four, and then half. So I'm even though I'm not using the cutting board for cutting, it's got a grid on the back that I can see see through the paper with. Wait, did I just do that? It doesn't matter if I do it backwards because just turn it. So I could see if I'm making my measurement straight or not by looking at the grid through the paper. Because I know that was an issue I was running into before. I was like, I'm using my ruler, but like my ruler's slanted, so like it's like one side's gonna be 5 inches and the other side's gonna be 4.5 inches, and I gotta have all that mixed up, all that stuff. Okay, so that's gonna be the front. Okay, so then I'm gonna make it in 4 sections. So the front, the back, and then the sides. Yeah. So that's how we're gonna do that. Because that makes it, in my opinion, it makes it a lot easier to cut it out correctly. Oh wait, actually, hold on. There's one thing. So about the first inch here. Well, the first inch here. And then the width of my hand is once it's probably gonna be 5 inches as well. Okay, so this is how I like to do the hands. So one side's gonna be like this. All right, so one side's going to be like this. I don't know if you guys can see that well. Yeah, you should be able to see that. Yo, noobs, how's it going? How you doing, noobs? It's been a while. You ain't messaged me on Discord or nothing. Okay, so that was 4.5 by 4. So let's do another 4.5. 4 here. I think that's a little crooked. I might have missed the word just a tad bit here. Okay. All right. Okay. My bad. Oh, and then hold on. So since I know the width of my hand is actually, we're gonna do it in 2 sections rather than 4. I think that might work out better. So let me extend this end 1 inch further. So this is going to be the side of my hand. Okay. Let's see how this comes out. We'll just cut this whole section off. I see it. Wait, what do you mean? You see what? Or am I on a delay? How is everything been? It's been going good, dude. I just spent, you know, I took, as you could probably tell, I just took a really long break from streaming. Um, but I'm getting back into it. I'm wanting to get back into it, so, but I want to do cosplay stuff instead, less less gaming. I haven't really even been playing games that much lately. Really only well, not even honestly, like barely. Like I occasionally open up Zenless Zone Zero. That's about it. And that was mainly for cosplay references. So I'm hoping once I'm ready to tape these, they should be able to. They should be long enough and wide enough to cover my whole hand. And if so, I will just copy or trace these and then make my other hand. How long does making a how long does it take? I mean, it really depends. I mean, like this, I've been trying to. It's hard to say because it's like you know, it's not like consistent working on everything. Like you know, it's like I'll cut out pieces and then maybe take a few minutes here and there. But it's like since last stream, I finished the chest piece last stream, and then since then I did the shoulders. You can't even see me anymore. I did the shoulders, the arms, the forearm, the biceps, forearms. So I mean, I did the shoulders, biceps, and forearms. I don't even know why I'm calling it biceps. I don't know what else I'd call it, referring to the armor up there. But I did all those on both arms and the waist over the course of the week after working everything. So I mean, I want to say I maybe spent like an hour, hour and a half maybe each night doing it all. So, and this is just making like rough templates. So for the last 5 days, hour and a half, 3 hours, six, 7.5, 9, about 9 hours. The whole week I've spent doing it. So I mean, it takes time, and like this is the easy part too, because it's just construction paper and scissors. Like there's no painting, there's no heating the foam up or anything like that. Like this is all like the quick part in my opinion. When I was doing the end cosplay, doing the fingers took me forever. Painting them and everything. Cutting them out and everything, it wasn't that bad in particular. Gotcha. I've been playing a lot of the new Lego Batman. That game is fantastic. The old ones, or is there a new one? I never really got into the Lego games. I had bought a whole bunch of them because I wanted to start getting into them, and then I never did. Okay, so, right. So let's tape these. I guess it doesn't really matter which end. Let's tape these together. So yeah, it's a little, one side's a little longer than the other, but that's fine. These are things we'll work out later. Oh, right, I forgot I need a bottom half too. But, either way, this should still fit perfectly. There we go, like that. See, I mean, it's fairly simple. This actually, even though I know I said my measurements may not have been correct, with EVA foam's thickness, this might fit well. But I don't want to do what I did with the end cosplay, which was make it snug. Oh my god, that made it such a nightmare wearing it. That I was sweating. I took that video earlier today, the one I just posted. I was sweating buckets. That it is so snug in that cosplay, like it's just really like difficult to wear it. So let's see. So I need a piece that covers here. That covers the bottom half of my thumb. So let's just cut this extra bit off here, and then get a rough idea of what we're gonna need. Hold on. Now, I don't want it snug, like I said. So I'm not going to press it up against my hand. This is kind of going to be a little rough to do. Hold on. Actually take this in. Take this piece. That out here. Okay. And roughly. Okay. Roughly like that. And now let's cut it out real quick, and that should be about where we need. Let's see how that looks. So this is kind of how I did my previous one. You know, before I actually started cutting everything out. And I want to say, like, once I got into the, I don't know, the groove with it, I was able to, like, start making some progress with it. That might have been a little too, that might be a little too long. But let's see. No, almost perfect. I mean, my thumb fits through perfectly. I can still move it around pretty well. I might want to cut off a little bit into a U shape here. Hold on. Okay. So cut that off. And then let's, okay. I'm going to go, but I'll come back soon. All right. Thank you, good guy. Have fun, sir, doing whatever it is you're doing. I appreciate you stopping by. And I hope we see you soon. Hopefully, when I got some more progress done on this. I mean, we could start. I'll be starting the legs soon too, if all goes well with the hands. I want to figure out a way to where I can strap the arm or the hand pieces, or strap the pieces onto me, to where I can like manually adjust them. It is fantastic. It tells his entire story and even references the movie, cartoons, and shows in the comics. I just got the 1966 Batmobile. Oh, yo, that's pretty cool. What do you? So wait. So you talking about? Wait, are you talking about with Legos, or are you talking about like models or something? Because I know we were just talking about the Legos, but I don't know if you were talking about. Oh, there's a new game too. Wait, so like, did you get the 1966 Batmobile in the game, or did you get like a model of it? Okay. I mean, I'll probably still have to cut that down just a little bit more, but I think that's not too bad. Also, another thing. Hold on. Wait a second. Something's not right here. Why does it say gaming ranking on the screen? Now it says daily. I swear that's a gaming. Even though we're not in the gaming category. Okay. Alright, so let me think for a moment. Yeah, so this definitely gotta get cut lower. This, yeah, if it's cut lower, because it's got to be higher up on the fingers, and also the insides of his fingers are exposed besides the fingertips. So there's only gonna be armor on the outside, based off of everything I could see of him. That's how it was done. Is that there was only armor on the outside besides the tips of the fingers. And I believe that was the case for the thumb as well. So if that's the case, that might be a little rough trying to figure out, because like it's gonna have to be EVA foam's not really that well. The 2mm, I'll probably use the 2mm EVA foam for that. I might do it for the whole hand. I'm not sure just yet. doing the 2mm thick EVA foam because that is a bit more flexible, but it's also a lot. That is what I used for the fingers for the end cosplay with the 2mm thick EVA foam. My only issue was I made them too thin or too small, and so they were really tight. Okay, so let me readjust this a little bit. I want to see that. Cut off the top, not much. So that way I can wear it a little bit quietly on my hands. Just still got on, no problem. Dude, it is so hot outside. You know what I didn't do? I didn't grab the fan. Oh wait, I didn't grab the fan. I forgot. Little itty bitty fan. Where'd you go? There you are. Just hopefully it won't be picked up by the audio. All right, yeah, that should be good. Pop me. Is that what your name says? Welcome in, Pop me. Okay, so cut that a little bit further. So let's see how that looks now. Okay, I think that's a little better. The top piece is hanging up a bit farther on the hand now. Okay, so I wonder how. I'm trying to think, what could I use if not EVA foam? What else I could use for a finger piece that would be flexible enough for me to be able to move my fingers and still look good? Like, I'm thinking some type of rubber. Bro, imagine if I used like a balloon. I just used a balloon. That wouldn't look good though. It would look clearly like a, clearly like. Let me take a look at his hand again. See if I can get a good view of what his hand looked like. So it only covers the inside or the outside of the fingers. So that would lead me to think. Wait, so how would it? Yeah, it's got to attach to his glove somehow. It's weird. I'm trying to think of how we can do that. I mean, I think I got a couple ideas on how we would do that. So, like, if I were to just attach it, almost like, I think I got a rough idea on how we could do it. I don't know how well it would work with EVA foam though. So for the most part, I gotta think about how we're going to connect it, or how the template's going to be shaped to make it. Take this off. Also, like things like this excess does not matter with the template because when I cut for anyone who's like, if anyone wants to make a glove or something, because when I trace the template with the EVA foam, that's not getting traced. I'm only going to be tracing the outside part. So it doesn't even matter if it's like that, if there's all that excess. That's why I like using the construction paper and everything. I don't know how many other people do it this way, if that's common or what. I don't see a lot of tutorials on people going through this process, at least, or videos or anything. Okay, so you can get almost every Batmobile, even the one from 1942. I can't even think of what the old Batmobile even looks like, honestly. I got one. I know one of them off the top of my head, but I don't know what year it is. Okay, so let's. I might want to start with my middle finger first. I get a rough idea. Hold on. I feel like this is so unconventional the way to do this. Also, I don't even think what I'm doing right now is necessary either. Okay. So it's only going to be outside of my finger, which is probably going to be only an inch. Confirm that. 0 to, yeah, about an inch. It's about an inch wide. So then here's how we're gonna do this. It's gonna be 1 inch wide. Okay, and then we're gonna have about not even an inch. Like I want to say a half an inch would be enough. Half an inch down, and then let's see. I want to say another half an inch wide at the bottom. So we're gonna make like a little an eye shape here. Make sure it's a full half inch. Oh, okay, so I got my big old head framed right in the camera there. My big head was like right up in the camera there. Okay, so actually no, half an inch is too long. Let's do a quarter of an inch. A quarter of an inch. Should be about here. Okay, and then the length of the first joint is going to be about 3/4 of an inch. About right there. And here. Okay. Boom. Okay. So now let's cut this out. And see how this comes out. So this is the first joint we're making here. Yo, what up, Varian? Get my paper off screen by that stuff. We're working on the first joint right now. The first finger joint. That's fine. You're talking about joints on screen. On screen. Let's this piece here. This small piece. Jeez, it's so big. Okay. So now, wait, that backwards. Okay, so now, bring a piece like this. Put the tape here. Okay. What? Wait, why does that not seem? I didn't make the joint wide enough. Is that not an inch? It's an inch. That's about what I got on the little measure I got. I think it's gonna need to be 1.5 inches. Okay, so anyway, this is the idea I had. Was going to have like these little I don't know what you want to call them, nubs connecting them, I guess. I don't know. For to keep flexibility while also keeping the back piece of my finger covered, I guess. Because I don't know how else I would be able to make joints on the finger where they're flexible but still completely covering the back of my finger. So I got to redo that and make it a little bit longer. The attachment piece is also a little too long as well. Well, no, maybe not. That might be fine actually. Let's see. Let's try it again. So it was what was it? 1 inch by 3/4, right? 1 inch and then 3/4, yeah. 1 inch by 3/4, and then this was like it's a 1/2 inch. That was 1/4 inch. So let's see. All right, so let's start with 1.5 inches. That's going to be the width, and then it's going to be 1 inch long. Okay. Sorry, 3/4 long. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right in the middle is 1.5 inches, so 5 right there. That's the middle. Oh wait, whoops. Okay, so it's going to be 1 inch wide. That means 3/4 is the middle. Oh, why is that not? Wait, what? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so 75 here and here. 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch. There we go. Okay. Okay. I had my breath held that whole time. Yes, Samurai, I have to lurk and work on college stuff. Good to see you. Hope all is good, and I wish you the best luck with your cosplay. Thank you, noobs. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out, bro. Hope your college stuff goes well. And feel free to hit me up on Discord if you want. I think my name on there is still the same. This should be okay. We should have this correct this time. And then once this is set, then we can mass produce it and copy it for at least the first 3 middle finger, pointer finger, and ring finger for both hands. And then only the pinky and the thumb will need their own different one. I should have taken a piece of tape. Whatever. It's whatever. Shino Chapin posts at TikTok universe to pain. What the heck does that even mean? What? Okay, there we go. Alright, that looks crooked. Why is it look crooked? Because the wrist there, because the hand is okay. So this is about what I'm thinking. Now, how I'm going to keep it that way when I'm actually wearing the full costume, I may have to use some sort of glue over fabric because I'm gonna have a whatchamacallit. Those morph suits. I'm gonna have one of those morph suits underneath, so I'll probably have to figure out a way to glue it or pin it or something. I don't know what just yet. Well, thank you, Arian. So then, and then I'm gonna have this little attachment piece going over my knuckle, and then wrap it around again, and then the last piece will cover the tip of the finger. And then that should be able to keep it in place to where when I put the glove on, when I loop my fingers into the fingertips, I'll be able to control it, if that makes sense. So the next piece, okay, so we're gonna mass produce the small one, or this first joint piece. We're gonna make instead of going off to the next fingers, I'm gonna finish off my pointer finger first. Even though the finger gets a little skinnier up here, I'm not going to change it. I'll leave it be. Just so we can make sure that this actually works the way it's supposed to. Get a rough idea on how it's supposed to work, if that makes sense. Okay, trace this. I think Cleo might want to go back inside. It's pretty hot outside. I don't know. She's weird. She'll act like she wants to go in, and then the second I let her in, she wants to come back out. And it's like, no, I only want to go inside if you're going in too. Like, she's so weird. And she's just chilling though out here. What are you doing, Cleo? Where'd you go? Where'd she go? She was just. Cleo! Oh, there you are. Thank you, girl. Come on. Come on. Oh. Look at her, she's so cute. She's so cute. You guys can't see her. Hold on, let me see if I can get her to do it again. Let me move the camera over. There we go. Alright, Cleo, come here. Do that again. Do that again. That was so adorable. Do it again. Come on. Come here. No. Up here. No, not on me. Not on me. Over here. Up. That was so cute. Look at her. Good girl. Come here. Put your head in there. Put your head in the camera. You only see her if you're on Twitch because I got the full screen. She won't put her head over. She's so cute. I have to see about trimming that later and posting that on TikTok. She's so cute. You wanna go inside? It's hot out. You wanna go in? Go on. Wait just a second. I wanna grab a drink too. That's what I'm talking about. She just called me right back inside. I let her in, she just calls me right back out. She doesn't care. She just wants to hang out with me, I guess. She's just following me over here. You little brat. She jumped on me. Oh! No! Oh my god, why did that just happen? Oh, the soda exploded. What the heck? A little bit of it got on the paper. A random alien joined. Nice. Nice name. I like that. Oh, the soda exploded. This was only a little bit. It was just in the fridge. I didn't drop it or anything. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Alright, so let's cut this next finger piece off. Why does this look crooked? What did I do wrong? Why does it look like this? Because it is crooked. What the heck? It must have shifted when I was in the middle. Let me just redo it completely. It's not a big deal. It's like we're making Tetris pieces over here. All the Tetris pieces have names. I thought I saw a whole meme about that a while ago. They had some really stupid names. That's better. Oh my lord, my hair. My hair looks so bad. It's so hot out here. What? Now she wants to go back in. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go let her back in. It is hot out here, but I don't know what her deal is. Leo, stop! I just let you in, and then you followed me out here. Just look in the background. Come on. Come on. You're not coming back out. Oh, no, my other dog wants to come out. That's why. Yeah, that's why she was crying. Stop it. Yeah, she was crying because my other dog was trying to come out too. Okay. So now this should look about how we need it, kind of, sort of ish. Now, of course, these are just rough templates. They're not final pieces at all. They're going to be curved. They're going to look a lot nicer and everything once we actually start cutting the foam and everything. I just need an idea on what we're doing here. So now, I'll put the thingy back on. Why do I keep having it? It's upside down. Every single time. So now, that's on. Eventually, once I can get it. Now, I might not have to do it this way. I may not need to put like that little gap. I may be able to just fill that in completely with the foam. Hold on. Because now that I'm thinking about it, it may not be necessary to do it this way. Oh, there's a mistake here. That's not long enough. Oh, that's fine. It's like I can cover it up with the tape. It's not going wherever I'm going. This is, hold on. Just here. Okay. All right. Roughly how it's gonna look. Now, of course, like I can't get these pieces of the paper to flap down just yet without tape, but the foam will stay in place a lot better. But this is about what it's gonna look like. Oh my goodness, it's not staying in place long enough to even show it. Roughly like this. And then we're gonna make the tip go over my finger. You know what? Let me see about just completely like not cutting it like whatever the hell this shape is, and just make one solid rectangle and see how that looks. So let me try that out next. Let me try that first. Because that might look better, and it may work. It also may work, I'm not sure. I'll only know by testing it out. So, okay, so how tall is this? Roughly 2.25 inches, and it goes 1.5 wide. 2.25 long, 1.5 wide. Okay. So I caught that. All right, 2.25 long. Boom. And then, what was it? 1.5 long? 1.5 black. This may work. Who's playing music? Specifically, who's playing jazz? It smells like jazz I'm hearing in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yep, out. What it's supposed to be. It's longer. So now instead of that, it looks like this. I think that'll work. Yeah, maybe I didn't have to do it the way I tried. Because with the EVA foam, it's going to bend a little bit. So now I just need to make the cap for my finger. I'm trying to remember how you have to cut that out. It's like a, almost like a bowl shape. Cup shape, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be, let's see. Or how, what's the, to wrap around my entire fingertip. Oh my goodness. To wrap around my entire fingertip, it is about 2.25 inches. 2.25 inches, so we're gonna just do 2.5. So that's gonna be, let's see. Did I really just close this? Alright, 2.5. And then we think. So it's gotta look like a fingertip. Because if I just wrap this around, it's gonna be pointed, and then that's not gonna look right. Unless I just cut it into 2 pieces, which we could do that. Sent you your what is that? Was that a gift you just sent? What is that? I don't know if that's a gift or not, but thank you. Regardless on what it is, thanks. Thank you, Varian. I can't tell. It's not really, I don't know. It just looks like a little emoji. Well, yeah, it says I got 1 gifter, so I guess that maybe that was. Thank you. Thank you, Varian, for whatever that thing is. The little cat giving a thumbs up. Okay. All right, so let's see. Then it's a little confusing, honestly. So actually, my actual one face of my finger, about 1/2 inch. Let's just make this look like, hold on. Just make this look like a fingertip. Make that look like a fingertip. And then let's see what happens. I did not have to draw that all the way up there. It's whatever. I made that way too small. Oh wait, no, that actually might be perfect. And then I just gotta make the other half, which is gonna be roughly Let's see if we can just free-ball it. That's going to be roughly it. $5 says I get it. Let's see how it moves. Hey, that might actually work. It won't work with the paper just because of the way paper bends. But with the EVA foam, this actually might work. I did not need to cut that corner piece the way I did though. But I think that looks right. Or at least good enough for a tip. Hold on. Put that on. Or maybe instead reverse. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, why did get on there? Okay. What? I gotta reapply that tape. In a better position, I guess. It's not. On. Try it like this. Ribsy, how you doing, sir? How's it going? Working on the finger right now. This piece on here. I need to get some music to play. You won't be able to do it this stream. I need some this. Okay. Let's. All right. I think that will work. Now I gotta just make this piece wider. I cut that corner off for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm not going to use that first piece I made. This little holder tip. Throw that out. These I don't think we'll use. Close this up, make sure it doesn't dry out. Okay. So trying to think. How am I going to curve? I think I can. Let's give that a try. Not even using a ruler. I am curious of how that is supposed to be shaped, though, to get it the way it's supposed to be. I'm trying to get this paper to bend the way you need it. pain. Honest. Yeah, I will likely have to redo the fingers for the bone, but this still gives me an idea on how we're going to make this work, though. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be crazy. This is not insane. Let me grab more tape. Move all these fingers forever. Roughly like this. And add a triangle to the edges. Wrap that around. Okay. I think this will work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's about. Hold on. Go down. My finger. Okay. All right. This is roughly what it's gonna look like. I gotta fill in that gap up here. Hold on. Try to get a good view. There we go. This is roughly what it's gonna look like. So now this needs to be folded, and with the EVA foam, it will look that way. Fill in the gaps on the side of my fingertip over here. It's gonna technically, since its armor is gonna be a little pointed, so I mean that little bit at the top should be fine. But I do think this is roughly what it's gonna look like. To get a better grasp of what it will look like, tape the sides of the finger. So keep these edges down. Off my finger. Okay. Go. And this side down. Okay. Well, now I won't be able to bend my finger much because of the tape. But that is. You can't even really see it now because of all the tape. But that is what it's gonna look like. So that idea with it. Okay, I think this idea will work. I just gotta fix the what the hell are these things? Stink bug or something like paper. I just gotta tape this end better, or not tape. Fill in that end with a little triangle. Better properly do the tip piece, make it more cup shaped. But yeah, that's roughly how I guess the fingers are gonna look. So, but yeah, that was a little too much tape. It makes it difficult to actually see what it's supposed to look like. Instead of using all that tape. Try that again. A little less tape makes it a lot more where you could see the shape, I guess. I think that looks a lot better. And then I'll do something to fill in this gap here as well. Probably something similar to what I did with the end cosplay, like putting a little curve in it with this another piece. Something like that, I'm sure, will work. It's quiet. Big mouth of big barking. Okay, but that should work. Let me take all this tape off. I'm gonna redo the tips. We're gonna redo the tips, but the back pieces should be fine. This part, I'm gonna take off completely, because we're not gonna use this piece. That's not the way it should work. And then this needs to be slightly altered to properly match up with this. I'm just gonna get all this piece. I didn't even do it. I just accidentally did that and ruined the tape. We got plenty. Alright. So we gotta do that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Where'd my soda go? Put it over here in case it explodes again for some reason. Whew, excuse me. Dude, it is so hot out here. Middle of June in Florida. It's gotta be like 90 degrees out here. It's like actually crazy. I want to pull up that video I posted earlier and see how it's looking or how it's doing. Because when I took a look earlier, it's doing pretty well. Yeah, get popped off pretty quickly. I would love we should just start getting some what's it called play some video game music in the background. Have some Majora's Mask music going off. Cleo's so cute. Just being a little goofball behind me. Wait, what was I checking? Oh, right. TikTok. Incognito guy commented with a stick. Give me just a moment. What? What the heck? Bro, some of these comments are so unhinged. What are you people putting in these comment sections, dude? You said better whatever this guy said though, am I right? And it's just some emoji that seems to be lusting over a belly. I don't know why he posted that in the video. What does that even mean, dude? Dude, that's so weird. Current standing and how it's impacting your performance policy. Explore the tips to stay in good standings. What? Your live standing score is here. What does that mean? Live standing score? Are they trying to give me tips on streaming? Oh, go live without violations to secure your score. Oh, okay. So the less you get in trouble, the more likely they are to show you off, I guess. I was about to just make a bad joke that probably would have put me in their bad graces. Oh, dude, that video is so close to 100K, man. It's at 99.8K. We were right there. Oh, you can view the live stream on your personal. Huh. I've not been able to do that. No, it says I joined the stream. Nice. Well, that's good to know. I at least figured out that you can do that. Hi, Cleo. Just chilling. She's so cute. Alright, watch out, Goober. Watch out, Goober. Alright. Go! Close this phone. Nice. Right. So we need to make 6 of these. I'm gonna cut this out the way it's supposed to. Well, 7 actually. I'm gonna redo this. Good shit. No? Yes? No? Okay, roughly like that. Alright, let's recut this. Okay, so this can be one piece. One piece. They have somewhat ambidextrous. We're gonna do some things with both left and right hands. Hey, and wife, what are you doing? I am working on the cosplay that I've been uploading a post about. Just working on that right now. Specifically doing the finger. Making little chain fingers. Like this. So I think this is correct. Let me just also compare it with the other fingers that we can know for a fact that I can just retrace the same piece. Yeah, we should be able to use that for all the same fingers. I think that'll work just fine. Okay. Okay, so this one will go in the trash where it belongs. Check this. Barking for this old bark dog over there. I think he wants to go back inside. Okay, let's trace this out. So we need 6 more of these now. Since we threw out the old piece. That's 1. Or, well, 2. And I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to figure something out with the tips of the fingers. Yeah, so if his gloves were completely, like, wrapped around his fingers, this would not work. Like, you would have to have gaps between the joints in order to move. But if there's just a little bit of leeway between the handpiece and the tip of the finger, I can still move my fingers because it's not going to be completely wrapped around. Because the way the character is, his gloves, like I mentioned before, his gloves, his armor does not cover the inside of his hand. I'm assuming, for grip. So that being said, this can stay as one piece, and it should not affect mobility all that much. It will with paper, but with the EVA foam, it should not have an impact. Right, that's true. Just the only thing I need to figure out is just how I'm gonna keep it in place when how I'm gonna keep the finger pieces in place. Like I said, I'll try gluing them to the cloth, but I've tried that before and it didn't work well. So I'm not sure. Like maybe if there's a way, I mean, maybe if there's a way to, I don't know. I mean, I could always see about if there's a 3D blueprint somewhere out there with glove pieces, and I don't know, but probably not any of the design that I need it to be. Well, oh well. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect no matter what. I'm still inexperienced, so I don't expect this to be some S tier cosplay anyway. I would like it to look presentable though, good enough to where like I feel like confident taking it to a convention, you know. But I don't expect it to be anything in comparison to what I've seen other people do. I've seen people do some amazing cosplays, man. Oh, dude, I just seen a cool one the other day. What was it? I'm not familiar with the series, so I don't remember what character. I don't know what character it was. But I've seen some crazy ones, dude. Especially like people that like do cosplays of like heavily armored characters, like Reinhardt from Overwatch or Gundams. I've seen people do Gundams. I love Gundams. Making a Gundam would be one that I'd be interested in doing. I gotta get better with painting though. Like I'm sure I could make the parts. Like I could make the the Gundams and everything, but I don't think I could make the. I don't think I could paint it well enough. And also, I've seen like these crazy ones. I reposted them. I think I reposted them of characters from Darkest Dungeon, and they have like that Borderlands color scheme, kind of like in Darkest. Not familiar with Darkest Dungeon. They have like that Borderlands color scheme, and it just looks so like surreal, like looking at them because it doesn't look real, just because like there's no like normal colors like that, like just up and about anywhere. So it's like when you see it, it kind of looks like jarring almost, but it's so cool. And it's like I would love to do something like that but I'm just not good enough with painting to even know the first thing about doing that. And that's honestly like one thing I am a little bit worried about with this. It's like, I make this whole suit of armor, and then I ruin it because of poor job painting. Like that's one thing I'm a little worried about. Like, I think you could get by with some like, oh, the fingers look a little weird. The fingers look a little weird, like something like that. You can get away with that if you paint it. Because no one's gonna really notice certain small little things like that. I would think, if you did a good job with the overall cosplay, I feel like painting it is a huge part of it and making it look good. I mean, obviously it's because of the visual appeal with painting it. So let me get these pieces out of my way here. Okay, so we got 4. I need 2 more. I need 2 more pieces. Excuse me, why did you change your name? I mean, I know why, but why? Because I can, Sippers. That's why. Why are you judging my name change? What's wrong with my name, huh? You should have seen it coming. Had you looked at my TikTok, had you ever looked at my TikTok, you could have seen that coming, Sippers. That's your own fault. You were like, I'm deleting Snap, and I'm like, well, I was gonna show you my my cosplay, and and then you deleted your snap without even saying anything. You didn't even, you didn't know, had I not seen your story, I would have just been like, oh well, like, I guess she's just not gonna talk to me anymore. How would you have felt after that, huh? Just never spoke to you again. She don't love me. Well, let me look at my Uber dog inside because he's going nuts. Unless it, wait, what? I made a whole story unless it didn't come up for some reason. I did not see your story. I literally only saw a post that said I'm deleting my Snapchat at like midnight or something like that. That's all I saw. Come on, go inside. Immediately, the second I close the door, Cleo like comes right back to the door. I'm not letting her back out. She's staying inside now, at least until the end of stream. Like I wasn't. Wait, what? Like I wasn't joking. Yeah, I saw that. I was saying, like, what if I had missed that? I wouldn't have known that you deleted Snapchat. I saw it only like, well, you're a few hours ahead of me. Like, so I probably only seen it like, I don't know. I don't know. I seen it probably like a few hours before midnight, but I don't know. Either way, all it would have took was for me to be busy that day and not check Snapchat and miss that. Or your name could have been at the bottom of my Snapchat chats, and I missed it completely because of that. And I was talking to all the hoes. We have each other on Discord anyway. I was more alerting the people I don't have anywhere else because I was specifically giving them the middle finger. Well, you could have just like, I don't know. You still could have. I don't know. You still could have post it on your story and then send it to the individuals that you want to message you somewhere. I know. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, Cypress. I'm glad someone can acknowledge that. People don't believe that I'm risen them up, but I do be. Ah. All right, that is all 6. That took a really long time making all these, and then we still got 4 more to make technically because I got to do the pinky and the thumb, which the thumb is gonna look completely different. Thumb shaped funny. Here, let me check this thumb. Was that stupid bend thing? So you don't need to worry about me deleting accounts because you. Yeah, but what if I just want you though? It doesn't matter how many hoes I got. None of them could ever replace me. They're gonna get me banned on TikTok. TikTok is so sensitive. Okay. So it's the long term. Oh, I didn't even do the other hand too. I forgot about that. Give a rough look at what the fingers are gonna look like. By just pinching my fingers together, that should work well enough to just show it to the camera. Something like this. The insides of the fingers are exposed. The back piece is covered and protected. Something like this. Roughly about how the hands are going to look. Then I got to make a pinky and a thumb piece. But we got 6 of these made, and then I got to do the part where it comes out because the inside of his glove covers just the tip of his fingers. So that will also be good in terms of cosplay rates, like finding a way to keep this on me. I don't know if like I can use a strap of some sort either to like stick it to my finger instead of gluing it to that cloth. I'll have to look into that. And as for this, let me go ahead and make the other hand piece. We should be good and ready for that. Tape off. And now with this one, now I could actually redo this. I could completely redo this and make it just one piece. Instead, if I just trace this, if I just trace this piece, I can make one long piece like this, as opposed to two or three. Didn't ask you out. You're in England or something like that. Also, you said you have issues. Or what was it? The way I just said that. I just said, also, you say you have issues. The way I just said that. I didn't mean it like that. You were like, I'm not looking for a relationship. So I was like, oh, okay. What? I didn't say you had those kind of issues. You said that. I didn't say that. No, you have like stepmommy issues, if I remember correctly. Okay. Let me. Put this down. Okay. So I'll trace this, turn this into one piece. Let me actually use the ruler because these are two different sizes by accident. I was about to say hook the ruler up. If I set the ruler up like this should let me just check. Okay, that's about right. And then does anyone watch Dude, Where's My Car? I was just randomly seeing memes of that movie the other day. I was just like, this should be so weird. This movie is so old. It's just like just randomly seeing videos of it like this. Like, even though I know it's like it's a classic, it's just like I don't know. It's just weird to randomly see it the way I did. You know, like there were millions of videos of shows like Breaking Bad and all that. You know, Family Guy and whatnot. It's like I've never seen Dude, Where's My Car? And just went randomly one day. I've seen like numerous videos. Here. I messed up a little bit. Well, this is still just a template. So if I want this to be one piece, I keep. Hold on, jeez, you gave me a whole story. Hold on. I keep bouncing back and forth between actually being loved would be kind of nice. honestly, can't even blame it. I completely get it. I'm overcome. That's how I feel. Like I'll literally be telling myself, like, maybe I'm a little too negative sometimes. I'll just be driving. I'll be listening to some music, and I'll be like, maybe I'm a little too negative. I need to stop like being so mad over small things. And then someone cuts me off in traffic. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Just randomly, just 180. I'm just like, oh, it's like all these people like just make it impossible for me to like want to, stay positive and not wish death upon people that cut me off in traffic. It's like I want to be nice, but then it's like, something pops me off. It's just like, oh, triggered. But yeah, Breaking Bad. I liked Breaking Bad. Dude, but I swear, like after a certain point in Breaking Bad, I did start to get a little agitated with it. It's overall still a good movie, but I swear the script was just, oh my god, the amount of times it started to make me cringe because I noticed it about like halfway through the show. Like the amount of times that these characters said like right here, right now, just like started driving me crazy. It's like you and I make a deal right here, right now. It's like, dude, what? Like, how many times are they gonna repeat that? You know, it's like I thought there was a saying somewhere when you're writing a story to not reuse the same phrase a certain amount of times. You know, I don't remember if there was a word for it or not, but I swear there was something about that, like in writing, where it's like, oh yeah, like if I was to say, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head to use as an example. Like, if you're gonna say like multiple, like if you're gonna be writing a paragraph and someone's asking you like, oh, how are you going to take care of this problem? You'd be like, or why is this a problem? You could start with, oh, this is a problem because you would say because you would like start the sentence off the first line. You'd say, oh, this is a problem because X, Y, and Z. And then if you had to give another explanation, you wouldn't say because again. Instead, you change the first word. You'd be like, oh, this is a problem. It's also a problem. You know, you'd say maybe like also or something else. Like you change the words, you know, and it's just like the amount of times they kept using that same phrase just was driving me crazy. I'm coming on issues with wanting to throw hands with everyone. Oh, I like reading them. Once upon a time, there was a little honest. Yeah, that sounds about right. It sounds like your life story. Hang on, got ads. Let me tell you what I get. Oh, tell me. If you get a deal with like McDonald's or something like that, like send me the link. I'll use it. Just like use this code, you get like 20% off McDonald's. And just like take a screenshot and send it to me so I can use it. All right. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. See, this is why I tape it all. Because now, how is it crooked? Wait, is it? If there's no way it's still crooked. I don't know if it's crooked or if I'm just not bending the paper the correct way. Maybe I'm not bending the paper the correct way. I don't know. There's no way it's still crooked. Okay. There we go. Got it on. All right. Got it on. Put the glove on. Hand on. What do you want to call it? Okay. There we go. And see, now it's one whole piece. So the benefit to doing it that way is to avoid unnecessary what was the word? The unnecessary like creases or whatever in the EVA foam where you glue them together. Now, even if I do a bad job sealing this, there's only one crease, so that makes it look much better. I'll have to use even less. I have to use less. What's it called? Caulk, and I'll be very careful saying that word. Use less of that, and you know, when trying to fill in these holes. That was a crazy phrase or a crazy sentence. Okay, so this piece will go trash. We're not going to need this. I could have saved the tape, but I keep doing that. It's a waste of tape. I mean, we have plenty, but still, it's stingy. All right, let's trace this now. Now we'll have a better solid hand piece. Better than the first template. And then the same thing with all the other templates I've done. I haven't done it yet, but like I could reduce like how many creases are currently in some of them by doing what I just did with the glove. The hand. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna call it. I mean, it's not. Is it a glove? I mean, it's armor. Like, do you call like I don't know, what do you call it? Is it gauntlets? I mean, I don't know, I feel like gauntlet isn't even the right word either. Like, what's the exact definition of a gauntlet? When I think of a gauntlet, like that's I don't know. Maybe there's not a difference. Well, like, I don't know, like is there a difference between chest plate and breastplate? when you're referring to like the chest piece of the armor, or maybe I don't know. I'm gonna Google that in a second. Oh, I almost broke the bottom of this thing because I'm standing on it right now. I'm an idiot. My on this bench. Okay. I just had a mooing T-Rex and a pink shark swimming in milkshake. That sounds like a fever dream. Get angled? Hello, sir. Get angled? that name, what does that mean? How you doing? Get angled. How you doing? Breastplate, specifically the front plate. Chest plate is more generally used apparently. But is it the same piece of armor though? Like, is there any difference on like what area that covers? Um, what do you call armor on the hands, I guess? Oh yeah, it's just a gauntlet, I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess that's good to know. Yeah, they're just called gauntlets. Ooh, someone broke it down. I love this. Yo, look at this. It's like anatomy, but before knight armor. You got the sallet, the helmet, bever, which looks like it's like the chin piece. Cuirass, which that's just the type of uh, breastplate. Placard, which looks like it's just the stomach piece. Folds. Who named these? Greaves. Oh yeah, Greaves. The shin pieces. Okay, I forgot about that name. Yeah, I never realized that the hand pieces were called just gauntlets. Vambrace. Yeah, that one. I don't know a lot of these. I'm familiar with some of these, like Vambrace, whatever. Uh, Greaves. Yeah. I only knew like 6 of these words out of like there's like 20 here. Interesting. I don't like this type of plate armor though. I don't like how that looks. I like the ones from For Honor. Dude, that would be an awesome one to do next. I don't remember their names, dude. I remember playing the story. I was loving the story so much, and then I, for some reason, stopped playing. I don't remember this dude. I remember the beginning. It was like, "We'll have your champion fighter," or what was it? It was like the two like the guy in the castle. It's the very first mission. You're sieging a castle, and what's it called? You break into the castle, and the guy's like, "Hey, to avoid killing all your men, let's just your command. Well, I'm the commander of the army. You're your commander. We'll both fight." And he's like, "I'm not fighting you. That's an execution." Like, he's like, all right, then face my second. And then he's like, "Hey, well, you can also face my second in charge." He's like, "All right, fine." And then that's you're the second in command on his army or whatever, and then you end up killing him. But but the story was so good. What's the stiffest paper type? Because I'm trying to make a mask that doesn't fall apart. Peak. I made a helmet out of paper. Have you played Castle Crashers? Dude, Castle Crashers would be another good one to make a cosplay of. I do have a material that's like a type of construction paper I could take out and show you. That's pretty sturdy. If you can give me just a moment, because I've got some Twitch chats. Hey, PB and J, bruh. I know you are not, bruh. Hold on one second. Not really. Also, why was my message pinned? I don't know. I didn't see the pinned message. Let's see. What the man? You ain't even gonna say hello, PB? What the heck, man? And I guarantee you are not in the military like you said you were going to be. I guarantee it. I bet you lied to me. Long time no see, brother. Yeah, because you never replied to any of my Snapchats. I was sending you so many. I sent you so many videos, and you didn't like or none of them. You didn't even reply. You just like opened them up. Okay, cool. And then left me all red. The heck, bro? Let me go grab a. Okay, Angled. Yeah, I'll go grab that. Make sure to come back. I'll grab that piece of paper real quick and show you what I was talking about. I got a couple that look fairly sturdy. All right. Give me just a second. All right, I got three different types of materials. I don't remember what one of them is called because it's not labeled, but I could show you anyway. Maybe try to see if I could find the Amazon purchase to show you. You're gonna go make eggs. Very specific. But yeah, when you get back, I'll show you. Just yeah. Put it to the side for now. Ah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's okay. He's just mad at everyone on Snapchat at the moment. You're right, Cypress, and there's a good reason for it. Y'all deserve it. I was unloved for so long. Wait, did you send something? It says you got me coins, but I don't see them. I mean, like I see, like it says you as a. I don't know if maybe you did it before. I don't know. I don't like TikTok's so weird when it comes to that. PB, I swear, man, you better be looking like buffed up or something, bro. It's been almost a year now since you were going to the military, man. You better have lost like 80 pounds. You better be ripped. You better be ripped, bro. If you are not ripped, I'm just saying, we're gonna have a problem. What up, Ethan? What up, sir? What up, cutie? I don't know what I'm What up? Spring. I just got the chat or my phone pulled up so I can see the TikTok chat and my Twitch chat as well. All right, let me cut this other handpiece out. And we got both hands, and we got six of our 10 thingies. I love when it goes so smooth like that. What part are you working on? I am doing the gloves, the gauntlets. Gauntlets, not gloves. Gauntlets. Literally just googled that. I almost crumpled that up. Wait. Yeah, wait, no, yeah, this isn't the. Where'd this come from? Is this leftover? Oh, just put it over there. I thought that was the handpiece for a second. I went to throw it out because I thought it was the handpiece, and then I thought it was the handpiece, so I was like, "Oh, let's throw it out." And I look at it again, it's not the handpiece. It's just a template. That one's perfect. It's fine. It's fine. Technically, we only need one template of each piece. Like, I don't have to make the entire cosplay out of construction paper. I only need one template for every piece. Like, I don't need to make 6 fingers. I already once I make one and I know the other 3 or the other whatever are gonna be the same. Like, I just need that one template and then I just cut it out in the EVA foam, however many times I need it for each finger. But I want to know what the whole cosplay is gonna look like in paper once we're done. I'm gonna throw a ball and catch it on the other side. What? What does that even mean? How are you gonna do that? Also, oh, thank you for the rose, Ethan. I'm gonna kiss you. You beautiful man, you. You caught it on TikTok, you freaking nerd. You changed your mind about what? You're staying? Oh. Alright, well, since you're back, or since you didn't leave, or whatever, I brought the materials out. I have 3 different materials you can try. I don't remember what this one was called. I think this was Warbler. I don't remember, but one of these other ones is also Warbler. But this is really thick. I have not used it yet, but I can feel like it is extremely like sturdy. And then also this definitely is Warbler. Which this stuff was expensive. I don't want to open it though because well, it's expensive and I'm not needing it just yet. But this is also very sturdy. This feels like a lot like cardboard. It's like hard plastic almost. Um, and then something that's softer, but like if by sturdy you just mean won't tear easily, you can get thinner EVA foam. This is like 2 millimeters thick. Um, it's not like it's going to bend a little bit, but it's like it's fairly strong. I know I dropped it. You dropped the ball. Hey, you think I'm hilarious, really? Yeet. I think you're a nerd, Simp. I think you're a nerd. Ethan, what is that thing that you sent me? What is that? See, I don't know how to tell what those are. Like, TikTok isn't telling me. I can look at the picture, but I don't know what it is. It just says 7 coins though, but thank you. And a dork. There's a whole, I could write a whole list of names for you, Simp. Would you like me to write it down? I can send it to you. It'll be like a little love letter. All right, let me tape these together. We should be good to tape these now. Because I guess at least the hand pieces are pretty much done with these. We're just gonna need to do the rest of the fingers. Also, keep in mind, I don't know why it happened before. It happened last week. I don't know if it's gonna happen again. But around the 2 hour mark, the TikTok stream automatically ended for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if it'll happen again. I spoke with my brother about that, who also streams on TikTok, and he said it happened to him the first few times he went live, and he doesn't know why. So, if you notice, so if the stream goes off suddenly, you know why. Because I don't have any intention to ending until at least we're done with the pinkies and thumbs. You know, that'd be the at least bare minimum that I would like to finish. The fingertips I may do off stream because I feel like those are going to be a pain trying to get them to look good. And what was that you said? I joined your fan club. Oh, you. Oh, wait. You become a super fan? Ooh, my first super fan. Let's go. Thank you, Ethan. Did you see my most recent TikTok? My brother showed it to his kids, my nieces, and I'm like, bro, like, did you even think about the implication of that video that I posted? Because that was not appropriate to show my nieces. I was like, why would you show them that? Like, it wasn't that bad, but it's just like it's like I said, it's definitely like it's just like I said, the implication of what I posted. Mom's calling. All right, I have an N plush. Yeah, I got like I think I got 3 of them. I got the Boy Scout one, the normal N plushie, and then the one where he's in the pajamas. I gotta head out, go to Walmart. I will watch the new video. All right, bet. Thank you, Ethan. I will see you later, brother. Appreciate you stopping by, broski. Don't crash your car, you beautiful man. You. Why do I gotta make an OnlyFans, Simp? Why are you suggesting that? Are you gonna see ya? I only have normal OBE. Is that the name of the material? I don't know that. I don't think I've heard of that. Why does it say you keep joining? Even though you're talking. It's weird. I want the phone in the screen. It's gotta be a little disorienting. Ethan sent another heartbeat. Thank you, sir. That was a spelling error. Is eggs with rice normal? I think so. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I guess it depends on the type of rice. I would think eggs with white rice would be fine. But like yellow rice or yellow rice or brown rice, I think might be a little bit weird. obviously because you finally have a fan. If I have a TikTok fan, why would I make it OnlyFans? Because I have a fan on TikTok. What sense does that make? It make sense, Cypress. I meant to say I only have the normal one. I see. Wait, when you say the normal one of what? Like, were you referring to like the EVA phone? What do you consider to be the normal one? Or are you talking about something else and I'm just messed up in the head? Clearly. Clearly I'm messed up in the head. Then I just seen the pinned message. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm taking a picture of that. That's funny. Noobs, thank you for that. That's hilarious. I just seen the pinned message on Twitch. I didn't see it because I only have I didn't see it because I was only looking at the chat through Streamlabs. What was I just about to check? Why does this name look familiar? Huh. Strange. You're such a twat, Sempress. Oh, you were talking about the N plush. Oh, okay, my bad. My bad. I got all confused. Yeah, I got a few of them. I got quite a few. I've been collecting them, dude. Dude, people find it childish. I tell them they can go screw off, dude. Like, I'll still collect them all. Like, they're so soft too. Some of them are really soft. They're like little pillows. Not the end plushies, but like some of the weighted ones. Like they're really soft. Thank you, Sempress. I appreciate that. Accidentally scrolled. Oh, you're good. Ugh, jeez. If you'd like to, it's up to you. I'm not trying to like be that guy, but if you'd like to be able to see like the full screen, which I mean, there's not really much going on right now, but if you'd like to be able to see more of the screen, if you come over to Twitch, the screen is a lot larger. It's the same name, just with an extra Y. If you were like, or also the link it's linked on my profile too. Okay, so we did the hands. Let's see. So we did the hand pieces. We got the fingers. The fingers are ready. We got 6. Now we just need the thumb and the pinky. Now the pinky is probably gonna be half the size of these. Some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community experience. Who said what in Ego's pajama pocket? What does that mean? Who said something that got filtered? Am I not able to see it? I guess I don't have it. I don't get. I guess I don't have the permissions to see the filtered messages in the chat. Welcome in, dead.cause. Sempress, did you say you watched the video I posted? Oh, I posted 2 today, but the most recent one was Cosplay. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, pinky. So this is probably gonna be about the same shape and everything, but probably like cut in half. Three eggs. Hey man, that's good protein there. I've been trying to eat more eggs lately. It's been it just makes such a huge mess in the pans. Plus I don't have a whole lot of time when I try to do it before work. So like it gets a little hectic some mornings. So okay, so let me start with just the estimate. I'm gonna say the pinky's gonna be 1 inch wide. Okay. as opposed to the other fingers, which were an inch and a half wide. You know, the pinky's gonna be a lot smaller. Okay, and then I can just still trace the other sides, just like this. Actually, it's gonna be way too tall, but that's fine. Still, I can redo it as many times as I need to. We just have to. If it's too long, that's fine. Oh, why did I cut it? Why did I make it so high up in the paper? I gotta cut all this paper out. Why do I keep doing that? Poor trees. The more artists will hate me. That's roughly the pinky, and then we just need 2 of them once I'm done. But you're telling me that's not wide enough? Really? Really? Eggo waffles? Bro, dude, I need a waffle. It sounds so good right now. Waffles and French toast sounds so good right now. Yeah, so an inch is too small. I'll probably have to do an inch and a quarter. Because an inch and a half is definitely too wide. Now, I just found Lego Batman on Hinge. What? Hold up, let me see this. Bro, you better swipe. You better swipe right on that. His current occupation is saving Gotham. Oh wait, no, that's typical Sunday. That's wild. That's wild. Have you played Terraria? Uh, it's been a long time, but yes, I have. It's been a very long time since I played it. I probably have not played Terraria in any degree in at least. Oh, jeez. I don't know, man. It's got it. I want to say it was probably before COVID. Like it's been a long time since I played Terraria. And I never even really got that far either. I only like, what was it? Back when like the Terror Blade was like I think the strongest weapon in the game. Um, and I only got like, I never even got it myself. I've had friends that like had like everything just like dropped and given to them, which I never liked when people did that. But, I mean, do you however you want to play? Um, but I like to get things myself. Um, but what was I saying? Um, when I was trying to make the Terror Blade myself, though, I think it was like you need 3 legendary swords to make it, and I only made the progress to make 2 of them, I think, before I finally stopped playing. Just like pretty much, kind of just out of boredom. Um, I was getting kind of tired of the grind. Um, but yeah, that's probably like the last one I played. It was quite a while ago. And it's not that it's a bad game. It's just like I don't think that at all. It's just like with just about every game, after I put so many hours into it, I just can't play it anymore. Like it's just not fun to me. There's very, very, very few games that I can still go back to that I have like put a ton of hours into, and then I can still put more hours into them. There's very few games like that. There's maybe only like, I don't know. There's maybe only like 2 games that I could think of off the top of my head right now that I can go back to right now and play it through and still really enjoy it. And one would be, well, technically 3. Um, One would be, well, 2 of them would be the SpongeBob games on the PS2, Battle for Bikini Bottom and SpongeBob movie, the movie game. Those were amazing games. And the Dynasty Warriors games. Well, so yeah, I was just gonna say 2 game series, I guess. Which that's why the character I'm trying to make right now. He's from Dynasty Warriors 6. I can go back and play Dynasty Warriors 6, Dynasty Warriors 4, 3, whatever. Like I can like play those games through, like and put a ton of hours back into them, and still enjoy them. Same for the SpongeBob games. Aside from that, there's really not many that I can get into. Like I put so many hours in Minecraft, I can't stand it anymore. I don't like Minecraft anymore. It's like, and it's not like it's not like I don't like it. It's just I can't get into it. I just don't have enjoyment in it. I don't know. But I've also felt that way about quite a few games though as well, which is why I haven't really been gaming as much either anymore. Let's cut these corners out from the tips because I made this too long to use the other as a reference. This I did not need to do that. Whoops. It's got a flat fingertip, pinky tip. How did that happen? What? I just measured it. Kind of. Batman matched with you? Yo, that's crazy. I did. There was a picture further down of Lego Batman smiling with little Robin, so I told him he looks radiant in the darkest way possible, then he smiles like moonlight filtering through the clouds. Are you role-playing with him? What the heck are you talking about? Bro, I'm gonna go watch My Little Pony while eating? That was so random. Alright, have fun. And this isn't right either. This is just a little bit off still. I need to make that like a half an inch longer. Use this space down here so I stop wasting space. That should now be long enough. Oh no, satisfying blood signals. With my girth. Just a joke. In the trash you go. Okay, thanks, bye. Alright, gang, well have fun. See ya later. Yes, I'm basically role-playing with Batman, that's crazy. Just go use one of those AI chatbots. Oh, I gotta draw after this, man. It's been so long. I had an idea on a picture I wanted to make, and I started it, and then I made a mistake, and I was like, oh, let me redo it. And I just haven't gotten back to getting my drawing tablet back out. I want to buy a new one, a new drawing tablet, because there's some issues I have with mine. It's not like anything bad. It's just simply like I got it for a fairly good price. You know, it's fairly cheap for what it's capable of doing. And it's just that it's doesn't have a ton of power, so it occasionally lags when I'm doing things. That makes it like a bit frustrating sometimes when I'm trying to control something. I can't really get too upset because it was pretty cheap. You know, like $500 for a drawing tablet that is portable is extremely cheap considering most of them go for in the thousands. Which is, you know, probably because like the ones that are in the thousands are much more powerful. I want to buy one that I could buy. Like, I'm thinking about buying one that I can connect to my computer though, since I do have a pretty powerful computer. I'll start doing that at home. Not my laptop. The laptop's what I'm streaming on right now. My laptop is fairly sorry. My actual computer is pretty strong. So I would definitely start doing it, using it on there. Okay, I think this should be correct. Just good enough, I guess. Both pinkies. So we got our pinkies, we got our fingers. Now it's just the thumb, which is going to be pretty much the same thing almost. Just a different, slightly different shape, I guess. Well, let me look. Hold on. It might actually just be it might just be the same still, actually. It's going to be wider, though. It's going to be wider than all the other fingers. So it's probably going to be like 2 inches wide, I would think. No, it might just be 1 and 3/4 actually, because 1.5 is pretty close to where it needs to be. That's about half the length of the finger. Okay. All right. Yeah, so let's do 175. Okay, and then it's about 2 inches long. Got about half of that too, so that was pretty much a fairly accurate guesstimate. And then once I'm done here, that will probably call it for the day. I'll just do some off-stream. Hello, Greg. How you doing, bro? Thank you for stopping by. What's going on? What is that? Thank you for liking the live, sir. I appreciate that. How's your day going? We're about to just start finishing up. I'm almost done with the fingers. I want to say I'm a little over halfway done. I'm just doing the thumb pieces, and then I'll likely do the tips off stream, and then take care of those. And then once I'm done with the tips, I'll have to finish up with the collarbone and the chest plate. And then I think we'd be good to start with the legs. And then there's just like some small stuff, you know. I'll probably see if like he has like a headband piece, like that'll probably be like one of the last things I do. Make it big, and make it the way I can stylize it and everything into a ponytail and whatnot. Bro, I didn't curve the top. I didn't curve the top. That's pretty good. Well, that should actually still come out. I did it in that position. So, not like that, I think. Should be good. There we go. Beautiful. All right. That's the thumb. We'll make one more, and then we'll be set. This is not going to be easy when we're cutting it through the table. Well, though, then again, the 2mm thick one, you could use scissors, and that is good for being a little bit more precise, because it is difficult with the knives to cut the pieces out precisely, especially when you got a lot of curves. And trying to make things line up perfectly as well is difficult to do with the knives, especially with the thicker the thicker EVA bone. All right, we got the thumb pieces. We got all the fingers. All the fingers are set and ready. Now we just gotta do the fingertips. But like I said, I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that off stream. That's gonna take a while. It's getting hot out here. So I think we'll call it for the day. I'll probably upload a update if I make any significant progress today, or maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'm surprised though my TikTok stream didn't end. It ended last week on its own without me even trying for some reason. But let's see. All right, Will. You're such a dork, Sempress. All right, well, we're gonna call it for the day. I appreciate you all for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out, Sempress. Bro, you literally said earlier that you were a dork. You literally admitted it. Do I gotta like look for that in the chat and take a picture of it just for proof? Yeah, you said and a dork. I called you something and you added in you're also a dork. Like that's literally you said it. So if you want to talk to me that bad, just message me. Goober. Alright, I'm heading off. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you, Simp. Thank you, PB, and Noobs, and everyone that was hanging out in the TikTok chat. Not allowed. Yes, it's allowed. Gangold, Greg, Ethan, Simpress again, because she was here. Varian, Good Guy, Ethan. Oh yeah, there were two Ethans joined the chat. I forgot. Got two buddies named Ethan. Oh, I missed someone named Oliver. It said something. Did I miss that message? I think I missed that one earlier. That was early on though. But thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. And hope to see you in the next stream.